Hey, what's going on everyone? Jake here with this week's episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. I got a bunch of great products for you this week. Some stuff kind of help you change up your presentation, deal with those, those high pressure situations we're dealing with, this time of the year when there's a lot of fishermen out there. First one we're gonna go over is the new Brian Schmidt double willow spinner bait. As you can see here, hand-tied spinner bait with a combination, I believe, of marabou, ostrich, some synthetic flash boo in there, some bucktail. So way different than, 99% of the other spinner baits you're going to see flying across the lake out there. So if you're dealing with a lot of high pressure situations, or actually this is going to be another good one for cold water too. So the silicone, not going to be like silicone when it sticks together, just a little bit, something a little bit different the fish haven't seen before. So check that out by Brian Schmidt Baits. I got a couple more from Brian Schmidt Baits as well. We got their new swim jig. So same thing, a combination of different natural fibers on there, hand tied. Got a pretty beefy hook. And a stout weed guard, so you're gonna be able to throw this into super heavy cover, matted vegetation, to be able to get it out just fine into, underneath boat docks, and have plenty of power to get fish out. Just, another great little tool there to show the fish something they haven't seen before. Last one, my favorite, is the Brian Schmidt finesse jig. Now this has a combination of, I believe, bucktail, marabou, and some traditional synthetic silicone on there as well. Got that archy style head with a vertical line tie, so you can actually skip with this really well. You can fish this in just about any type of cover. And it's a great little finesse jig. You can even pair it with a little small trailer on there. Give those fish something they've never seen before. So if you're dealing with a lot of people on your water, check this new stuff out from Brian Schmidt Baits. All right, next up from Molex, we got their new Sidious 145 worm. Now this is a 5.5 inch, like soft stick style bait. But as you can see here on the bottom, this rib section, I believe it's about 2/3 of the bait here. As you can see, it's got heavily ribbed underside on there. What that's going to do, it's going to trap a little bit of air when you make the cast. So it's going to release a little, small bubble trail, and then it's going to give it a little bit different action than most of your other stick baits out there. So another great one to throw when there's a lot of people on the lake and you just want to show the fish something different. All right, we got a couple new ones from Decoy that I'm pretty stoked about. We got their bladed treble hook and their bladed quad hook. Now these little guys, you can add these to crankbaits, your top waters, spoons, anything you can think of where you have treble hooks on. You can add these on there, and you have a tiny little willow leaf blade that's going to give you a little bit more flash and a little bit more action. Just, again, something else the fish have never seen before. Guarantee no one else around you fishing has got one of these tied onto one of their crankbaits. So check these out from Decoy. All right, next up from YGK, we got a couple new lines here. They're super cool. This first one is their OH Dragon SS140 sinking braided line. This is a faster sinking braid than their other the 112 or the 112 sinking braided line. So just gets you down there faster. You don't have to worry about the wind picking up your slack, and especially on your bottom contact baits, gonna have a lot better sensitivity and not gonna have as much line out on those long casts. You're not gonna have as much bow in your line. So you're gonna have a more direct shot right to your bait. You're gonna have a better sensitivity, better hookup ratio. I believe it's a 4-strand braid, and there's a 1 strand of fluorocarbon in the middle that it's wrapped around. So just awesome new product there by YGK. Then we also got their new DFC 100% fluorocarbon leader. This is awesome leader material. Great knot strength, great sensitivity, great abrasion resistance. Just overall a really good fluorocarbon line. It's actually spooled onto the small leader spool with 0 tension on it, so it extends the life of the line and also reduces the memory a little bit as well. So check these two out by YGK. All right, up from Lews, we got their new Pro Ti reel. One of the most awesome looking reels I've seen in a long time. Now this is a full aluminum body and aluminum side plate reel, and it's finished with titanium. So it's gonna be extremely lightweight, extremely rigid, and extremely smooth as well because of the 11 ball bearings that are inside there. But with all that increased rigidity on there, you're gonna get greater sensitivity. You're not gonna have any problems with the reel torquing when you're doing heavy flipping, you're throwing a big 8-10 XD crankbait out there. A couple cool features that are on here as well is the carbon fiber handle and the wind grip knobs. If you've ever tried their wind grip knobs, you got a lot of power in them. They're really tacky, great for when it's wet outside. They got the speed spool on the side on the tension knob, so you can actually dial in what kind of line you got. They got the clip on here, so if your rod doesn't have a hook keeper built right into the reel, keep your baits out of the way. Just a lot of great features on the new Pro Ti from Lews. Check this one out. All right, last up, we got a few new rods in from favorites. Everyone's been super excited about all the favorite rods and that we're carrying them out at Tackle Warehouse. I believe we got 5 or 6 new series to go along into the lineup. I wanted to highlight their flagship model to you guys. It's just an amazing rod. This is the Summit series. I can't explain how light this rod is when you put it in your hand. I believe it's one of the lightest rods on the market. It's crafted with a 46-ton Toray carbon fiber blank. It's got titanium Fuji guides on here. And as you can see, a lot different than any other rod on the market. There's not really any grip in this lower section part of the rod. They cut down a lot of weight right there. I thought it looked kind of weird when we first got it, but putting a reel in one and just feeling how it feels in your hand, it's super comfortable, and the rods feel amazingly light, and they have a lot of backbone. Just an awesome rod by Favorites. And we weighed one of their spinning rods. I believe one of the spinning rods came in at about 2.5 ounces. So amazingly light rods. A new Summit series here from Favorites. Check these out. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. For more information on the product seen here today, please click shop or the link in the description below. And if you enjoyed this week's video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments section which one of these products you're most excited about.